And good morning, everybody. This is Megan with Megan in the Mornings, and I'm by myself because my co-host isn't here. So you're going to have to deal with everything by just little old me. But hey, we got a big show lined up today. We're going to talk about the sports, weather, the traffic, news that's going on in the Bay Area, and of course, you know you're going to hit one of my favorite topics, and that is the subject of homelessness. But first, we are brought to you by the Jelly Donut and Open Heart Incorporated. And here's a couple words from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Megan from Megan in the Mornings, and I want to tell you about the best place to get a donut. That's called the Jelly Donut. It's located at the corner of 24th and South Van Ness, and they are open from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day of the week. Hey, any type of donut you want, they've got it, and they are so delicious. Don't forget, tell them when you go down there that Megan from Megan in the Mornings sent you.
All right, and here's Open Heart. All right, well, let's get right into it. Let's take a look at the, well, I guess it's the weather. That's the first thing out. So today is 53 degrees. The humidity is at 94%. Precipitation is 5%. And the winds are 7 miles per hour. And it looks like the high today is going to be about 66. And yeah, I got to put my glasses on because I can't see without them. Yeah, it's going to be 65 today, and it looks like it's going to be partly sunny, mostly sunny at around 5 o'clock, and then it goes back with a little bit of cloud cover. So it's not too bad of a day to get out there and, you know, take a look at what's going on around this city. And we take a look at the Golden Gate Bridge. It's moving along pretty good. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of traffic out there. But, you know, that changes really quickly. Let's take a look at the, okay. And everything else looks pretty good. You know, the normal slowdown spots, the Bay Bridge, a little bit of sluggish coming in. 101 northbound through the city, as usual, it's kind of a slowdown. And you got a little bit of a slowdown around Hayward, Union City, and then I guess on 84, right there at the interchange, it's like starting to bottleneck. So you want to make a little bit of extra time to make it, but everything else is really good today. All right, and yesterday the Giants released that Dick Tidrow, former Major League Baseball pitcher and long time San Francisco Giants executive, died at 74. They said that he died Saturday unexpectedly in Lee Summit, Missouri. And they said the entire organization is heartbroken by the news of Dick's passing. Giants president and CEO Larry Baer said so much of our success over the past years relies from him. All right, and we go to the Bay Area. We'll cover that story in a minute. Well, let's cover it. Okay. Bay Area's homeless problem could be solved with $12 billion, the report says. You know, I really get tired of hearing, you know, if we had money. We have been thrown money by the state, by the federal government, and nothing changes. So there's 3 organizations that deal with homelessness here in the Bay Area, in San Francisco predominantly. And the worst part about it is they aren't using the money like they got. And I know Episcopal Services is going to be mad at me for saying this, but I'm going to point it out. They are the largest organization here in San Francisco dealing with homelessness. And yet they seem to get most of the money and it doesn't seem to go anywhere. You know, we're a nonprofit too. Open Heart is a small nonprofit under 5,000. We are growing, but that's neither here nor there. What the point I'm trying to make is that we get very little money. I mean, if any. And during the pandemic, it was an if any. But we still do more per capita than the large organizations. You know, it seems like once you become large, you've got to keep up with the Joneses on impression. And, you know, that's sad when we're looking at making money on homelessness. You know, I look at some of the money that's used by the city, and I'm sorry, but if you took half of the budget from DPW, the hot team, and, you know, the Crisis Outreach Center, took half their budget and made them still do their job, because they'd be able to, trust me. The hot team probably wastes about 65% of its budget. Now, they say, well, we don't own those cars. No, but you buy the gas. You buy the gas, you see the cars running up and down the road, and when there is a need for them, they're never anywhere to be found. And I have been on this bandwagon for 5 years. And if you've watched this show in the past, you'll know that one of the reasons I'm on the hot team is because when we started it out, we did case management, and I had 3 clients that I knew needed to get off the streets. And I begged the hot team to help me. And they didn't, and now every December, I go to a vigil or, you know, send somebody there to represent me, and it's for 3 names that shouldn't be on that list. There shouldn't be half the names on that list, because the reason they passed was needlessly. And when we look at this situation or this state of emergency, and we look at it with compassion instead of profit, I think that we find that we could solve and do a better job of what we're doing than what we do. And, you know, I recently had reached out to a couple supervisors, and they reached out to HSH and the mayor's office, and they got nowhere. But yet, and I got to take my hat off to Hillary Rodham. Okay, not just because she's my supervisor for the district that I'm in, but the fact is that her staff and herself, you know, take this on hands-on, and they go to these different agencies and offices out of the governor or the mayor's office, and they reach out, and it's always the same thing. No, we don't have the availability. We don't have anything open right now. But yet, if you look at senior housing, there are empty units all over the city. Units that people could be put in. And yet we don't. We have red tape, and we have everything in the sun to keep it from happening. We turn a blind eye. And the housed are steadily looking at the unhoused. They're taking pictures because they can put them on 311, and the mayor will send the DPW out to take everything they own instead of reaching out and helping them get housing. She says she's got 6,000 units. We had units during the pandemic, but guess what? We didn't use them. We had more open rooms than we had filled rooms. And that's sad. When we say we're going to do something to help, and all we're doing is help line our pockets, there's a problem. There's a big problem. And like I said, I have reached out and invited, HSH. I've invited the mayor's office. Come on down. London, if you want to come down and tell me and explain to me and all you viewers what's going on, hey, I'll even accommodate you by using Zoom. But the problem is that we keep saying we need this, we need that. We've got it. Why not use it? And if the organizations that get the money aren't using it, take it back from them. Quit giving these board of directors of these nonprofits money. It's a nonprofit, for crying out loud. That means no profit. But yet they're making money hand over fist. Oh yeah, they spend it. They spend it on buildings. They spend it on salaries. They spend it on stuff that is not helping. When we have more red tape and we have people hitting the streets daily, and they say, well, they're coming in from here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, there's some coming in from outside. But these are people, if you go in the streets of San Francisco, these are people that have been there for a while. These are people that would get up. And like I said, the city's idea of how to solve it, wake up. Loving Hands had the idea. And like I said, I told everybody about it here last week about my experience. But the thing is it worked. Passion to productivity. It works. If you take somebody's passion and you give them a chance to make a living or make a career, you would be amazed what happens. I've seen it time and time again personally, firsthand. But yet, our city would rather take pictures, look at those people as they're nothing, or give them something that they're going to fall at, instead of giving something they're going to produce at. And like I said, I would be more than happy to sit down with the city leaders and put this program down and help them put it into action. But we've got to do something. Creating a friction between housed and unhoused is not getting it. And in the next week or two, we have several guests that are going to be joining me. One of them being a Lutheran pastor and a real close friend of mine. I know her personally. She's also my pastor. But she works with, organizations like Night Ministry, Faith in Action. These are groups that are trying to reach out to the mayor's office, the city hall, say, we've got to do something. We've got this. We've got this money, but we don't use it. And the minute we start using it and putting in practice passion to productivity, you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of homeless people that you see out there you're not going to see, because they're going to have something that drives them, something that gives them the optimism that they can make it. But if you take a cook that's homeless and you take her out to him or her out to Golden Gate Park, tell them bull weeds, they're not going to make it. It won't happen. But we do the same thing time and time again. So when I read this Bay Area's homeless problem could be solved with $12 billion, the funny thing is, I'm putting together a budget package for Open Heart, and with 28 million, not 12 billion, but 28 million, we could cut homelessness within 2 years by 30%. Now, I don't know about you, but I look at 12 billion compared to 28 million. That's a big difference. And like I said, if property values weren't so high, and buying the property that we need to put our programs together, we could do it for a lot less. But the building that we need and the property that we need is at the minimum. This is, if this offer goes through, is 14 million. And then there's repairs and things that have to be done to get it up to standard. And the city's going to push their little buttons and their red tape. So I figure about 20 million of it is going to go to making a building ready and a property ready to operate our program called Operation Housing. And the idea, we're going to take 50 people within 6 months, have them graduated from our program in permanent housing, and start them with another. And within 2 years, we look to have 4 program graduating classes. That is 200 people. And that's just the minor part. That's not counting if we can get these housing open up, and we can get not the shelters, because the shelters is another joke. When you go to check into a shelter and you're treated like a second-class citizen by somebody that was homeless not very long ago, there's a problem. The way we treat people is decides on the outcome. And that is one thing that I've been fighting for. Also, security in these shelters. It's a joke. When you can watch a supervisor get taken by knife point and held hostage, there's a problem. When people get raped, waiting to get into a shelter, there's a problem. And these are problems that can be solved. But we don't do it because, number one, it takes money out of people's pockets. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the taxpayer. I'm talking about the board of directors of these nonprofits that are making money from homelessness. So the next time you read something like that, remember, that's a nice number. But with that number, we ought to bring it down to the way. We ought to end up in 2 years with about 80% of our homeless housed or in the facilities they need to be in. And, within 6 years, basically have it solved. $12 billion is a lot of money. And that, I don't know if you realize how much that is, but that's a lot. And like I said, first thing we got to do is cut the waste. Now, we have a mayoral election coming up, and I'm inviting any candidate that wants to run for mayor. I'd like to invite them to this show. And I want to hear what they propose they're going to do if they're mayor. And then once they become mayor, let's take a look at what they do. Because, somebody asked me, said, "Do you hate London Breed that bad?" I said, "No, I don't hate her. I don't know her well enough to hate her. I really don't hate anybody. I don't like what they do. I hate what they do, but I don't hate the person. London Breed could be a really nice person. She just is not a good mayor. Her actions have proved that. And like I said, a person's profession and a person are usually two different things. Because people look at me and they say, well, there is a real piece of work, but they don't know me. They don't know what goes on behind the scenes. They just know when they see me at the food pantry or they see me fighting some injustice. You know, that's what they see. And I don't care. I don't care if a person likes me or dislikes me. As long as at the end of the day, I can lay my head down and feel that I've done the best I could do, that's all I can ask for. I don't walk on water. I'm not perfect. In fact, I've got a cute little sign that's over my desk, and it says, I'm not the Library of Congress, I'm not Burger King, and I'm not Federal Express. What's it mean? I don't know everything. You aren't going to get it your way, and it definitely ain't happening overnight. But that was my little rant, and I'm going to get off of that, and let's go to sports right now. But before we do, let's take a look at and hear a word from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Megan from Megan in the Mornings, and I want to tell you about the most best place to get a donut. That's called the Jelly Donuts, located at the corner of 24th and South Van Ness. And they are open from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day of the week. Hey, any type of donut you want, they've got it, and they are so delicious. Don't forget, tell them when you go down there that Megan from Megan in the Morning sent you.
All right, now we're back, and we're going to take a look at sports today. Nothing going on basically in football except, let's see. You know, you're talking to somebody that has no idea what happened at a football game. When I first got married, I'll never forget, my husband and I were having a Super Bowl party. And like I said, I've been a cheerleader. I was a majorette, but I didn't play sports. And so my back was to what was going on the football field. I could have cared less. My job was to get everybody motivated. And as a cheerleader, that's what we did. And so at this Super Bowl party, I come in to refresh the snacks, and I look at the TV, and I see this guy catch this ball, and then he starts running, and everybody's chasing him. And I'm like, what happened? Why did they make him mad? He's grabbing the football going home. And my husband just kind of rolled his eyes, and somebody looked at him and said, she didn't mean that, did she? And he goes, I think she did. And I did, because I didn't know, you know. But anyway, 2021 Fantasy Football Draft Prep, tips, rankings, and advice, rookie strategy. And this was about an hour ago. And okay, Sportsline 21 Fantasy Football Draft Bible can give you a huge edge in your league. And I don't know anything about fantasy football. Sleeper is the single most buzzworthy word in fantasy football. During your 2021 fantasy football draft, picks is critical in the middle to later rounds. Players who exceed expectations can be key to winning a league title. A major part of your 21 fantasy football strategy is knowing when to pick off the best starters. It's all about outwitting and outthinking your opponent as you get deeper into the draft and creating a strong set of 2021 football rankings. While reviewing and examining your fantasy football rankings, it's important.
2 more episodes for you in Tiers Week. Obviously, this is the last tier we're going to talk about. We'll have a mailbag for you on Friday. Adam Azer with Dave Richard and incoming time to talk about tight ends and how we tier them.
And I'm going to
talk
find
about this
out how to
so much in the offseason, especially about picks. But I'm looking forward to today's show.
There we go.
It's exciting to me.
There we go. Okay, you can tell this is live stream because, some things are going off in the background and some things are going here and there. But anyway, while reviewing and examining your fantasy football rankings in 2021, it's important to be aware of players who are ending up in new situations. Players who change teams are being presented with more opportunities, often turn out to be the best value players. Other players who are under pressure to respond can be strong in 2021. Now, let's close that. Okay, we also look at baseball and our favorite Giants. The Giants play, let's see, Major League Baseball. The Giants are playing today at, I think they're over in, playing the Royal. Let's see. Okay, that's June. We don't want to go to June. Oh, let's do it this way. Okay, now let's see what happens when it comes up. And the Giants. Okay, yeah, Major League Baseball today. The Giants at 5:15 are at St. Louis. Now, the Giants have them beat because they have a ranking of 57 wins, 32 losses. St. Louis, however, not so good. They're 44 and 46. No, they're not looking too good at all because that means they've lost more than they've won. Okay, and then on Saturday, the Giants and Cardinals kick off at 4:15, and Sunday they play at 11:15. And then the Giants go on to take on the okay, that's the 10th, and today's the 16th. So, okay, Sunday the 18th, they're going to be at the Cardinals. Okay, Monday the 19th, they're going to be taking on the Dodgers in a 2-game series. Then they go and they take a... No, this computer is not working with me. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see what they got going on. Okay, they have a 3-game series with Dodgers, and that ends Wednesday on the 21st. No, Thursday. 1, 2, 3. Well, they have a 4-game series with the Dodgers before going on to the Giants for a 4-game series. No, 6-game series. So it'll be interesting to see what they're doing, but it looks like the San Francisco Giants are doing pretty good. And there's my Pirates. I'm from Pennsylvania, by the way. I'm from 60 miles northwest of Pittsburgh. So I like the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Steelers. Don't know what they're doing, but I like them. Anyway, we go back to softball today. And the fast pitch softball is in swing. And is there any games for any of the colleges? Nope, they have nothing listed. And let's see what's going on in the golf. The British Open leaderboard live coverage scheduled scores in today in round, what round is it? Oh, round 2 on Friday. So it's the 149th Open Championship, which means they've done that 149 times. Has started to take shape for whatever the next 3 rounds have in store. Royal St. George Lewis, whatever his name is, are the favorites to become champion golfer of the year, but there are myriad storylines to keep an eye on Friday's second round as it unfolds. And then let's take a look What do we got going? Oh, okay. Let's take a look. The Open is going on right now. And a frustrated Bryson DeChambeau said his driver, well, his driver's not that good. And he's not happy. So let's see what he's not happy about. Oh, Champion's tee shots sailed through rough knee-high fescue. As it's all said and done, Chambrew signed for a 1 over 71 at the British. I guess it's the British Open. Yep, something like that. Okay, and let's take a look. Let's see if we got anything here in the States. Doesn't look like. Okay, let's take a look at the rankings. That's a good way to start. And okay, here they come. Now this is golf, and I don't know if. Okay, Ram is. Okay, Ram is doing something. Okay, here we go. These are all the men's professional rankings. Okay, John Ram is rating 67.61 in 24 events. Alexander Schauffele is 68.16 in 23 events. So those are your top two going into this week. But it doesn't say who the schedule rank. It doesn't say anything about anything here in the States or nothing. The only thing is they got the Australia Asian and the Asian PGA and the European Challenge and the Canadian Tour going on. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, let's go to my favorite, and that is the events. Let's get out of that. And get out of that. And fantasy football we talked about. And we talked about the Giants. And we talked about that. Okay, by the way, a little bit of heads up. It's really getting bad in the traffic situation. The Bay Bridge coming into the city is getting worse. And the 280 is not looking any better. It's that slowdown has now gotten bigger. And let's take a look at it and see what the problem is. Okay, 880 between Alvarado and Niles is slowing down because of construction. San Francisco is Lincoln Avenue, Mission Avenue, 61, 66. It looks like everything's still moving. It's just that it's, not going like we would like it to be. But everything else, 92, 480, 280, everything seems to be 580 running good. So, like I said, the only place you're going to slow down is, of course, on 101, going through the city, as usual. I don't know why that, it starts at about, a slowdown starts at about 7 and about 10 lifts up to where it's at least doable. But anyway, that is the traffic for this hour. Okay, and we have the weather. It's 53 degrees right now. Precipitation 5%, humidity at 94%, and the winds are at 7 miles per hour. Let's update see what happens here. Oh, it's up a degree. It's 54 degrees now, 4%. And the humidity is at 9%. The winds have picked up a mile per hour. No, they dropped a mile. It's 6 miles per hour. It's still considered cloudy, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. By 9 o'clock, it's supposed to be 66, and noon, it's going to be 67. Then it cools down at 3 to 66, and by 6 p.m., it will be 69 degrees. So it looks like it's going to be a warm evening, but it's going to get cold again. The low is going to be 54, and the high is going to be 69. Okay, and going on this week, or well, this weekend in the Bay Area, let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, we have the Spirit Coast 2021 with Chris Tomlin and Bill Wickman. That's at the Concord Pavilion. It starts at 7 p.m. Sunday, goes to 11:59 p.m. The Bowling Music presents Kasumi. That's tomorrow, the 17th, and Sunday, the 18th. And that's at 161 Erie Street. And let's see what else we've got going on. Oh, hey, my favorite, Celine Dion is going to be at the Chase Center. That's One Warriors Way in San Francisco, September the 3rd. So you got to get tickets for that. I'm going to see if I can get some. Okay, let's see. And it says I can't go there from here. Okay, see more events. Okay, back off of that one. Okay, tomorrow, let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay, clear filters. Well, I thought I couldn't spell. Okay, let's look at events today. Okay, we have the 12th San Francisco International Bachata Festival. Starts the 16th and ends on the 20th, and that's at Central Park, San Francisco. We have Traditional at Temple SF. That's the Temple nightclub from the 16th and the 17th. We have Weekend Band of Music, Toro, San Francisco, and that's at the El Toro nightclub. We have an open mic event, and that's going on from the 13th of July to the 12th of August at the Riptide, and that's at Terraville Street. That's out in the Avenues. And we have Cosmic Gate, a San Francisco Bay Area pure nightclub. They got some things going on today at 10 p.m. We have all kinds of bars. Oh, here's something good. It's Brownies and Lemonade, Friday, July 16th to Saturday, July 17th at 10:15 Folsom. And I have no idea what it is, but I'd like to go check that out because I love brownies and I love lemonade. Okay, we have, let's see. And there's really nothing much more that it looks like a big, nothing really that's, don't forget your restaurants and your bars are open now. They are now having inside dining, and I know DoorDash is going to hate that because, you know, we were busy. We all had to stay home and eat or had outdoor dining. But yeah, go check out your favorite restaurant. You know, there was a story this week. One of the patrons said, you know, it was really nice. I was able to get out. I was able to enjoy a meal. You know, I was actually able to interact with my friends. And, you know, we did lose that. We did lose that a lot in the pandemic because we were social distancing. Don't get too close. You know, and I understand why we did it, and I understand that it was, you know, necessary, but it's also necessary to get vaccinated. Now, I didn't, you know, when I got vaccinated, I was one of the first because I'm a first responder, so I had to go get it. I was a little leery, you know. I did my homework, and I got the Pfizer, and I've taken the regular flu shot and got a little, you know, not feeling well. But the Pfizer, I was fine. I didn't feel anything. I didn't even feel the shot. So, I mean, you know, go Pfizer. I'm Team Pfizer. And, you know, get yourself vaccinated. There's still vaccination sites all over the city. There's testing sites. But if you're not vaccinated, wear your mask. You know, because not for nothing, I've heard of one case, one, out of all the people, only one case of somebody getting COVID. And, you know, like I said, one out of all those people, that's not bad odds. I'll take those odds any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Also, we had an event, our fundraising, Casino Royale, was supposed to be July 30th. It has been postponed. It's going to be probably the end of August, but it was postponed due to scheduling difficulties. But it's still going on. We are going to have it. It's a fun night. You get to go buy a package of play money, and you can gamble and take your winnings and go to the gift shop and buy really neat prizes. It's a really fun night. It's a fun time. We have some entertainment that's going to be there. And that's another reason why we had to postpone it, because one of the names that we're trying to get was booked for the 30th. So we're trying to find out when they're going to be available. And it's going to be a big surprise, but we're really looking forward to it. And most of all, that's pretty much everything. We are we still doing our food pantry. In fact, I leave off the air today, and then we go down to our site and we hand out food. So that'll be going on. If you want to get a ticket, because you got to have a ticket to get a box of food, get there at 11 o'clock. You get there at 11:30, chances are that the tickets are going to be gone. They go fast. We do this now twice a week. We were down to once a week. We're now back to twice a week, Monday and Friday. And it's the corner of 22nd and Folsom. It's a lot of fun for the most part. I mean, you know, I get to meet people, and you know, we just have we try to make it a fun time. But understand, if you get there late, I'm sorry, because it's just, you know, we don't have. They've cut us down. Everything's cut down, and I keep telling people, I said, look, we can't cut this program. This is a necessity. With people coming back to work, there's not any money because they got to catch up on the rent. You got school coming, and then you got holidays. You know, by the time it's all said and done, I think if we can cut the food program down in February of next year, I think we're going to be lucky. But realistically, it's going to go on. And then they got the little stories and rumors. Oh, hey, there's another round coming in. We may shelter in place again. We do. Guess what? It's going to go a lot. It's going to go a little bit longer. But that's for the powers to be to decide. But like I said, our food pantry is operating. It's operating at full force. We have 75 boxes on Monday, and we give out 100 on Friday. And I mean, when I say we give them out, within 30 minutes, they're gone. So, if you know somebody that needs food, tell them to come on down at 22nd, the corner of 22nd and Folsom. And we give the tickets out at 11 o'clock, and we give out till there's all our tickets are out. And then we hand the food out around 12:30. And by 1 o'clock, we're back at the office going, well, that was fun. So I missed Kevin today because I've had to do this all by myself. And, an hour doesn't seem very long. It is not really, but it is when you're by yourself. But before we go, let's hear a word from our sponsors. And like I said, our sponsors today are Jelly Donut and Open Heart.
Hi, this is Megan from Megan in the Mornings, and I want to tell you about the most best place to get a donut. That's called the Jelly Donut. It's located at the corner of 24th and South Van Ness, and they are open from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day of the week. Hey, any type of donut you want, they've got it, and they are so delicious. Don't forget, tell them when you go down there that Megan from Megan in the Morning sent you.
Alrighty, and coming up next week is a big week. Big week. We have Monday. I'm gonna go out and during the show, every Monday I'm gonna pick a new item and I'm gonna teach the viewing audience how to make it. Well, Monday is gonna be funnel cakes. Yep. My husband and I were in the carnival business for over 45 years. And we had a funnel cake stand. And everybody loved the funnel cakes. And then I got out of the business, and I go to visit somebody, and I said, you like funnel cakes? And they go, oh yeah, I haven't had one of those in so long. And then of course you've got the people that don't even know what a funnel cake is. So if you don't know, watch Monday, I'll teach you what they are. And I teach you how to make them from scratch. I mean, we don't use the mix, and no, it's from scratch. And we use the funnel and the whole 9 yards. So Monday is funnel cake day. Tuesday, we're gonna do a tip on a home project. It's summertime and it's nice weather, and people are wanting to get out and do things around the house. We have a tip for one project, and we're going to show you how to do it from start to finish. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday, we have a special guest, and I can't wait because I think we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. So Wednesday, we have a special guest. Thursday, we are going to be looking at the programs in the city dealing with the low-income housing and the homeless housing. And we're going to actually get the facts from the horse's mouth. I've been working on this now for about a week, and I'm going to finish it up. It'll be ready by Thursday. And then Friday, if we're still in negotiation, but it looks like we're going to have some entertainment on Friday. So next week is a real big week. So as we go out, let's say, have a good one, have a good weekend, and be safe and enjoy. Like I said, it's been wonderful having you, and we'll see you next week. Hey, come on, lay down. Come on. Hey, hey.